Something about the alleged suicide of Anthony Bourdain feels wrong. Very wrong. A celebrity travel host at the height of his career speaks out against Harvey Weinstein and Hillary Clinton, then dies under suspicious circumstances in a foreign hotel room. Too many strange events are swirling around this case, and almost immediately, rumors began circulating that there was much more to his tragic death than the media are letting on. A strange girlfriend who was raped by Harvey Weinstein, his haunting tweets about Satanism on the set of the show Friends, and others calling out Weinstein and Hillary. Why was it all hurriedly declared a suicide soon after the body was discovered? Was he murdered for speaking out? What was the message behind the bizarre picture Bourdain's girlfriend tweeted shortly before Bourdain's death was reported? And what all did Bourdain really know? There are too many red flags here that simply cannot be ignored. Anthony Bourdain, the admired travel host, was found dead in his hotel room while on location in Strasbourg, France. Police almost immediately ruled it a suicide by hanging, despite the fact that Bourdain was a former heroin addict who would have been much more likely to choose overdose as a means of suicide. He left behind an 11-year-old daughter and had recently tweeted about how happy he was. Did he know something might happen to him? A month before Bourdain's alleged suicide, he had gone on a Twitter storm in which he claimed that the cast of the sitcom Friends would chant "Hail Satan" during their breaks. Bourdain had spent a good deal of his career in the entertainment industry and is likely aware of the satanic undercurrent flowing beneath the surface in Hollywood. Bourdain's girlfriend, Asia Argento, seems to have been raised in a Luciferian family herself. Her father is horror slasher director Dario Argento, who's famous for his occult film Suspiria that features a murder by hanging, which is currently being remade. Her Twitter and Instagram are like flipping through an Illuminati photo album. She references witchcraft, the all-seeing eye, and red shoes. She also had been a victim of Harvey Weinstein. She and Bourdain were vocal critics of him and his powerful circle of enablers, including Hillary Clinton herself. Bourdain once tweeted, "Know what Hillary Clinton is not? She's not stupid or unsophisticated about the world." The Weinstein stories had been out there for years, implying that Hillary had known about it and covered up for Weinstein. Well, yes, of course she did, because that's what she does. Hillary's never met a sexual abuser that she didn't love. Think about it. Her husband, Anthony Weiner, Weinstein, and Weinstein gave money to the Clinton Foundation. See, oh, and so did who else gave money to the Clinton Foundation that's a major sex abuser pedophile? Jeffrey Epstein. So yeah, he was hitting on some major issues. He was knocking at the door of major Clinton corruption right here that could really bring her down and really show them for what they truly are. He tweeted that he personally had been the victim of Hillary's quote-unquote operatives, and the rumor is that he privately referred to them as goons. Another tweet called out Trump and Weinstein's use of the Israeli private intelligence service known as Black Cube. Argento had recently been vocal about Weinstein's abuse at the Cannes Film Festival, a yearly meeting place for the Hollywood elite that she called Harvey's hunting ground, and claimed there were numerous other abusers out there who were being protected.
I have a few words to say. In 1997, I was raped by Harvey Weinstein here at Cannes. I was 21 years old. This festival was his hunting ground. I want to make a prediction. Harvey Weinstein will never be welcomed here ever again. He will live in disgrace, shunned by a film community that once embraced him and covered up for his crimes. And even tonight, sitting among you, there are those who still have to be held accountable for their conduct against women, for a behavior that does not belong in this industry, does not belong in any industry or workplace. You know who you are, but most importantly, we know who you are. And we're not going to allow you to get away with it any longer.
Yes, this is what we've always known. There's a lot of other people that Harvey Weinstein is just the tip of the iceberg. And Argento was bringing attention to that, something they really don't want attention to. They wanted to end with Harvey and make it look like Harvey can be their scapegoat, when we know this goes much deeper. This is extremely prolific, casting couch, sexual abuse, all the way to pedophilia, rampant at the top. But what are we to make of the mysterious Instagram post made shortly before Bourdain's death was announced to the world? Argento posted a cryptic Instagram story around 3 hours before Bourdain's death was first reported. It was a photo of herself wearing a ripped t-shirt that read, "F everyone," with the caption, "You know who you are."
2 hours before Bourdain's body was found, she posted a selfie wearing a t-shirt saying, "Blank everyone," and the cryptic message, "You know who you are."
This Instagram story has since been deleted, but the strangeness doesn't end there. Just hours after Bourdain's death was reported, a strange blind item appeared on the notorious Hollywood blog Crazy Days and Nights, written by Int Lawyer, which read, "She didn't go." It was supposed to look like a murder-suicide. That had been planned all along. The plan that had been in place since March. Then, as she began to get more and more attention and acclaim, suddenly her schedule was too busy and she couldn't make it. What to do, improvise. Do what they always do, make it look like all the rest they have done, in other words, suicide, but also make sure they send a message to her. Apparently, they sent her a picture with no words, just the picture. I'm guessing she got the message. In the next few weeks, we will see if she ignores the message or continues to be brave and fight the good fight. Now, to be clear here, because of the nature of Crazy Days and Nights post being a blind item, we can't know for sure if this was referring to Anthony Bourdain. Was Asia the one who they were trying to send a message to? We can't be sure that it was them. But because of the timing being right after the death was announced and the details, it has led many to speculate that the post is referring to Bourdain and Argento. And what was the picture that the post says was sent? The more you look into Anthony Bourdain's death, the details just don't add up. Bourdain was at the height of his career. He had a child he was living for. Like so many others who stood up to the Clinton mafia, Bourdain was found dead under mysterious circumstances, and the investigation quickly ruled a suicide. How many people have to die around these people before anyone cares? Or was he just getting too close to the truth with his tweets about Hollywood Satanism? One thing's for sure, these people are sophisticated and have their operatives around the world. They knew Bourdain would be on location and where he was staying. They know how to make it look like a suicide and have the power to make sure that that is the version we all hear. And don't you think it's a bit odd that the agency he worked for, CNN, was the first to break the story?
Anthony was found dead this morning in his hotel room in France. He had hung himself.
Bourdain likely knew what was going on at Deep State CNN, and his tweets threatened to expose it all. This has George Soros Clinton Foundation fingerprints all over it. Oh, and now Joe Rogan rushes out to toe the mainstream media narrative and dismiss and ridicule anyone who questions the official story. It isn't disrespectful at all to question the mainstream narrative when someone dies tragically and suspiciously. It is the most profound respect you can show for someone to look for the truth. My heart goes out to Anthony Bourdain's family, his friends, and his loved ones. Personally, I don't believe for 1 minute that he killed himself. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with everyone you know. May the truth prevail. And if you want to support this channel, check out the links to my Patreon and PayPal in the description.